So my name is Giancarlo Rainey. I own G Strength. We currently have three locations in Philadelphia, and we do small group personal training, 6-on-1. So
How is that going? How is the team? How's the biz like in general? Just kind of unpack. What I want to do today is just kind of like just see where you're at, touch base, keep a finger on the pulse of everything. But how's everything going with the biz?
yeah, you guys are crushing it. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are making me look like a genius for moving over to you. My team's very happy. East Kensington's like on fire. They're like stressed out. They're like we're gonna run into capacity issues. People can't get into sessions, and I'm like, guys, like I know you're stressed out, but like remember when we like prayed for this to happen? Like
Exactly.
we couldn't get this to happen for like a year, So or really as long as we've been running this location, it's just been like a slow grow. We've been blaming the neighborhood, which it makes it hard, but like it's possible. So we're at like 99 members. We got some people on like 50% off their
Yeah.
first month going on right now. So we're not really seeing that in the top line yet. I think it's going to hit like 28K. Our goal was 25 for the quarter every month. And I think it's going to be an average of 28 or 29. So very happy over there.
Yeah.
We're starting to see some good results in Queen Village, even with just the $500 ad spend.
Mhm.
Daniel, I believe, already has 4 assessments booked this week. He's already signed, or five. He's already signed up 3. And just $500 is doing that. And like that's how magical that neighborhood's been for us. Like Daniel actually has more signups than assessments. And all the other facility leaders are just like, and this happens like every quarter. It's like, how the hell are you doing this, dude? You're like not even meeting with people. He's just like, yeah, people just kind of like bang down my door and give me money. It's awesome.
Shit. Fuck
But
yeah.
uh, but that's our first location. We have a great reputation. So like all those, basically all the goodwill equity that I built up during COVID and like growing my business over there, like he gets to reap the benefits of, and I do too. But like, and honestly, our locations are so close together that I feel like we all do. So yeah, and then Logan Square is going great too. I took into consideration what you said. I just upped the ad spend because we have the budget to do that. And Chloe is probably going to hit 50 members by the end of the month, which was our goal. To
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, and when you consider the fact that, we switched marketing companies right in the middle of our pre-sale, we had Elite FTS cables sitting on the ground for an entire month while we were open, like 50 is a good number, like and I congratulated her on that yesterday. I was like, look, like nothing really went as planned, like, and we still hit 50. So, anything better than that was great. And I got some good news, which might be a little stressful on your end. We're working on number 4.
Dude, you got so much shit going on. This is fucking, I'm excited for you. I can feel the energy of all this shit just moving forward. Man, that's so cool.
Yeah, life's good, man. And thank you guys for making the marketing easy. Appreciate it.
Dude, that's when we talked. I want to unpack that a little bit more here in a sec. But like when we talked, that was one of the things that like that shit tugged at my heart. Is like, why the fuck is G babysitting his marketing company? It's like, fuck, that's why you pay a marketing company. And I don't want you to ever feel like yeah, there's gonna be communication, right? There's gonna be adjustments made, and like the market, it's never gonna be fucking amazing all the time. Facebook has its ebbs and flows, like the whole deal. But you should never be babysitting that shit. That shouldn't be something on your plate. And like I said, I wanted to get that off your plate so that you can go run your magic tricks. Cool. So based off of our first conversation, I think even texting back and forth and on your application that you filled out, you were kind of unpacking some of the struggles of I think business, but more so like the marketing agency that you were working with before coming over to us. Just unpack that struggle for me, kind of where you were at with the business, specifically the marketing before running into us.
So, I mean, marketing had been in a good place from like 2021 to 2023, and I started to feel like I was losing a little bit of traction. Website needed a little bit of facelift, and there wasn't as much consistency with the lead flow as far as website goes and paid ads. And additionally, I just kind of felt like I was doing a lot of hand holding with my marketing company and just kind of getting to the point where it was too eating up too much of my time to kind of like nag and check in and make sure things are on track.
Babysitting, right?
They, yeah.
No babysitting of your marketing company. You're paying too much money for that shit. Okay, cool. Unpack discovery, like how you found out about us. I don't even remember actually at this point in time. I'm not sure who actually initially introduced you to us, but like unpack that discovery. If you remember our first conversation, like what that first conversation was like, what you felt coming off that first conversation? Unpack that for me.
So, I mean, a couple people chipped away at me. It was a lot of people. I think I first heard about you through Noam Tamir, who has got Teams Fitness in New York City. I knew he was kind of disgruntled, so I didn't really. jump at, what he said initially, but I was like, okay, like he's having good results. That's great. That sounds, it's good to know there's somebody else out there that's doing a great job. Then I kind of noticed some of my other friends in the CEO group were not using, and they're with you guys, and I was like, okay, Connor Play Hive's kind of a big deal. Mark Ennis also a big deal. You know, and I was like, okay, there's something to this. Like these guys are still in group, but they're using like this company. I don't know if you can use this for a testimonial, but I'm just keeping it real. This is what happened, So yeah, I really started, thinking about it, and I was like, man, all right, like if I wanted to do this, really seems like a big headache. Like just to move 3 sub accounts over to like I think I'm just in too deep. And I heard guys like Devin say that too. They're just kind of in too deep to ever leave, which I understand. But then Jonas from what's the name of his gym? Infinite Fitness. He's got 2 locations, or he just opened a second location. And I think he just moved one over with you guys initially, but he talked about how easy it was and how it happened in less than a week. Then I kind of heard, I got on the phone with Jonas and talked about it. And then I got on the phone with Tony Bianchino as well. I know he's another one who's like very emotional and quick to like get angry and yell at people, but there was just a combination of all those things. I was like, okay, it sounds better, sounds pretty easy to transfer over, and they seem very quick. And what's the right word for what Pedro does? He's just like he's there. He's just always there. Like
Superman. Yeah,
yeah,
responsive.
that guy doesn't sleep. Holy shit.
Not wrong. You're not wrong.
So yeah, he's just like Johnny on the spot all the time. So like yeah, that combination of those things, I was like, okay, this sounds pretty good. This sounds
Yeah.
pretty. And I think, like as far as the onboarding goes, like working with you has been great. You're obviously, easy to talk to. You're a gym guy, you get it. And honestly, like the switching of the phone numbers, I thought that was going to be such a headache. We didn't even realize it was happening, and it was pretty seamless. I think by like midday the next day, and it really wasn't that big of a deal. And it just felt good to be like done really quickly. And my team barely even like they just like blinked and were like, okay, we're good. You can guys can start using the GMM accounts now, and like I'll take care of anything that comes through on the Convert Cloud side of things. So yeah, it was very easy. Like I said, Pedro and everybody else on your team has been very like quick and helpful, and I appreciate all these Loom videos giving me instructions on how to use a CRM that I've had for years but don't fully understand. So yeah, it's been great, man. It's been great. I don't even know. I don't know if that does it justice, but and not to mention like we started running ads about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I sent this. So I have a group of friends that own gyms. Let me just share the message sent to them. So it's pretty unprovoked, like or, I mean, I don't know if it was unprovoked, but like so one of my buddies, he's actually not in a group. The other 2 guys are.
Mhm.
Two of them have gyms in Philly. The other one has a gym in South Jersey. So Roger, my buddy's in that group, and he goes, "How y'all doing this so far this month?" And I just said like EK East Kensington's crushing it. We're at 99 members as of this morning, and these were the numbers from last week. 29 leads, 9 assessments, 1 trial, 8 memberships. And that gym's never done that well before. And they were all like, what the fuck? So that's why I was asking about the pricing.
I was just gonna say, are those your referrals that you're cooking up over there?
I'm
Yeah.
working on it. I thought it was so funny. I like told my team, I was like, that guy wants to learn from me. And I was like, look, like just so you guys know, I get paid if you guys sign up, but like I'll just keep having success and kind of marketing you guys that way. I'm sure it'll chip away at them. I know 2 guys are working with kids right now. I referred both of them to kids because at the time, like
Yep.
I in my actually messaged me about like why I left. And I said to him, I was like, look, dude, I was referring all these people because I was having such great results. And they were telling me that it wasn't that good. Like and it felt like kind of an ego hit. I was like, I just told people to go get pizza at this place. And they're like, it sucks. Like your taste buds are stupid. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like yeah, they're in too deep from their perspective, right? And they're kind of with them now, right? So I'll work on it. I think yeah, I think just kind of getting results like I got last week. If that happens again, it's kind of like, well, what are you doing? Like you should jump out of your seat at this.
Yeah. So part that one on those dudes, it'll probably be a case of like when the pain is enough. And that's what we've seen with a handful of the folks with kits. It's probably similar to when the pain of staying where you're at. So this is Tony 101. It's like the pain of staying there. He was about ready to fight somebody. He's like, the pain of staying there was too much. He's like, I'm taking a jump. He's like, don't you fucking dare fuck me over. So I'm not doing this again. And I'm like, I will not fuck you over because you're an Italian emotional motherfucker. You'll probably track me down and fucking cut me up into pieces. So like Tony and I just had a call yesterday. I love Tony. He's one of my
He's
you
nuts.
guys, and then I have a couple of strains. I absolutely love just like getting on and fucking riffing and chopping it up. But like, yeah, I love Tony. So yeah, we'll take care of them. You know that. But like when the pain of staying with Kiss is too high and they want to have a conversation, we're there, and you can tell them, you can speak to them from your perspective. Like, yeah, man, like I switched. Jonas switched. I thought it was gonna be a nightmare. I thought it was in too deep, and like it was almost fucking completely seamless, or whatever, right?
Yeah, and I told them that story as it was happening. I was like, yeah, so they know. I meet with them monthly and we talk about our shit. So yeah, I mean, they're gonna hear the full story. It's just a matter of them taking action or not. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. You guys are fucking awesome.
Awesome. I'm gonna see if I have any other questions for you. I appreciate that, man. Honestly, I just appreciate the feedback in general because good, bad, and ugly. I want to know how it is, and like if it's good, awesome, cool, we'll keep rolling. If there's things we need to change or adjust. Speak to me a little bit about results. I know you have already a little bit, but like results as far as the speed of getting everything done, the results you've seen from the Facebook and the marketing side. Also, like you said, like East Kensington and some of the numbers that you relayed there in that text message you sent out. Just speak to that for a minute if you could.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, like just getting the ads up and kind of reviewing the copy and stuff, everything's great there. I didn't even have to edit anything. I like the copy. It aligns with our brand. It aligns with, like the people we're after, the audience we're trying to serve. Yeah, it was very easy to kind of get the paid ads going. The website looks amazing. Uh, Very happy with that. It looks up to date. It's got new photos. It's got better language that aligns more with our audience as well. As far as results go, I hadn't really hit my lead number in two of my three locations. My goal is to hit six every week, and I can pull up my scoreboard for you. So my goal was to hit six every week in Queen Village. In the last 3 weeks that we've started to work with GMM, we've got 6, 10, and 9. East Kensington 16, 27, and 29. And then Logan Square, we got 18, 21, and 13. And as far as conversions go, gotten Queen Village has 8 more members in the last 3 weeks. East Kensington has and Logan Square has 10.
Wow.
So that's just 3 weeks. Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's fucking awesome. All right, last thing. If somebody was on the fence, so like you're having this conversation actively, but somebody's on the fence and they're like, yeah, I'm not sure if I should talk to this marketing agency. I've been with other marketing agencies before. Like I've gotten burned, I've gotten screwed. I'm not super happy with it. What would you say to somebody who's just found us or thinking about working with us? What would your advice to them be?
I would say, I mean, I know it seems daunting. I know it seems like there's going to be a lot of difficult hoops to jump through. And I would say the pain of staying where you are it is much more painful than that will ever be. So take action, take that leap, go through a little bit of a shitstorm. It's not really a shitstorm, but it's a
Yeah.
little bit of struggle, a little bit of annoying, like administrative things that you have to do, but totally worth it. I mean, it's only been 3 weeks and like my team's looking at me like I'm a genius making this move. So making me look good, guys. Appreciate it.